time out. Hey, I took a time out so I could film this video because I need to talk to you. In this video, I am going to help you reset, rethink, and restructure the way you view your trauma. Can I get a, oh yeah? Hey, you in the back. Yeah, you right there. Can I get a, oh yeah?
Yeah.
What are you looking at? I'm here to help you. I gotta tell you something. Listen, if you never face yourself, then you can never be yourself. Let that sink in. Dealing with trauma, it's no joke. But wouldn't it be nice if we could just snap our fingers and start all over with a clean slate? Well, unfortunately you can't, but you can reset. And in order to reset, first you have to understand what are you resetting from and why you should do it. But guess what? I'm going to save you some time. And the reason why you should do it is because you're fucking important and that you matter. So let's start there. For a lot of us, trauma, unfortunately, is the introduction to the start of our lives that occur in childhood. It's as if you're never given a chance to write your own story because someone else has stolen or hijacked it from you. That's exactly what happened to me. So my introduction to life was being told that I was ugly and that no one would want me and that there was nothing, absolutely nothing special about me. What's worse is on a regular basis, I always heard that the family dog was better looking than me. So hearing this stuff all the time, it altered the direction that my life took. And I promise you that most likely this happened to you too. Having your story hijacked at the start of your life is why you don't understand your true power. But you got power. But that's okay though, because today we're going to reset. You have the power to rewrite your story the way it should be. But before you can do that, there is pre-work that needs to happen. This is where the rethinking of your trauma comes in. For most of us, trauma is an experience that has affected our lives in a negative way.
You know, jacked us up.
The experience is what we think we need to forget, but the experience isn't what's holding you back from writing your story. Oh, no. I want you to rethink trauma as a mental drug that has had adverse side effects on your life. Those side effects are hidden in your subconscious, which is why mentally you spend most of your life struggling with who you are, being taken advantage of, and just not being happy with your life. So you don't realize this, but the side effects of your trauma, aka mental drug, will keep you in a constant state of trauma replay. And because your subconscious is driving it, you don't realize how it's manifesting in your life until you hit a mental wall or you have an awakening that you don't want to be on this mental drug anymore. The drug called trauma will have you hooked by repeating that feeling, those side effects with dysfunctional people in your life, like your family, significant other, friends, and more importantly, how badly you continue to neglect yourself. See, that drug is powerful because it will make you believe that you are worthless, powerless, that no one will love you. But you have to know that's a lie, right? You have to, because it is, and that's what it's designed to do. See, this is why it's so important to understand that you can reset, rethink, and restructure your trauma. I was able to do this because subconsciously I realized the side effects were killing my spirit. And I couldn't continue in the direction I was going in because I was just lost, unhappy, and stuck. I was a hot mess. So what do we know so far about trauma? Well, we know that we can reset and rewrite our story, but first you have to rethink how you view your trauma. If you see trauma as a mental drug, which it is, with adverse side effects, rather than a painful experience that you are trying to forget, then the urgency to tackle those side effects becomes more real. This is how you rethink it. Before we can reset, now you need to restructure the adverse side effects of the trauma. Ask yourself, are they mild, moderate, or severe? I was moderate, and my side effects were feelings of being worthless, which caused me to seek validation from others to prove I was worthy. Not only that, not feeling special made me run from myself and chase others who were emotionally unavailable most of my life. Another side effect was dimming my light time and time again so that others would feel comfortable with my presence and so that others would like me. All that did was make me become a people pleaser and keep me further and further away from learning, loving, and investing in myself. So think of your restructure as your rehab. Here is where you finally face and tackle those side effects of your trauma that you never addressed. Ask yourself and be honest with yourself. Do you need to work with a therapist, a life coach, or a spiritual coach during the restructure? The key is to find out what works best for you. For me, I work with a spiritual coach because I felt like I was able to go deeper, and that's what allowed me to start the process to even start rewriting my own story. And I've been rewriting my own story for a little while now. But one thing I will tell you is that you will have many, many setbacks. I just had a setback recently, and it's okay. But that is part of the process. As long as you're aware and you keep it moving, you will be fine. Trust me. And owning that no matter what has happened to you in life, you 100% have the power to reset. No matter how hopeless you might feel, you are the only one responsible for you. Remember that. Trauma does not have to be a life sentence. As long as you realize you have the choice to write your own story and take it back. The question is simple. Are you ready to reset, rethink, and restructure your trauma? Or are you going to hijack someone else's story because it was done to you? I think you're ready. And if you're struggling and you don't know how to start to tackle your trauma, the very first video I did on my channel, it's a little long, but I go over the 4 steps that I took to deal with my trauma. You can just fast forward to the end. It's towards the end of the video, I want to say. I don't know. Anyway, I'll put it right here so you can click here. But one thing I want you to know is remember this. I got you the way I got me. Till we meet again. Feeling mistreated. Oh, no, I'm not mistreated anymore because I've treated myself good for a while now. Hey, don't take a time out.
I'm a bad bitch every day of the week. If I hop up on the mic, they gon' play it on repeat.